Men need to learn how to make love to their women without putting their hands on them. True masculinity isn't yelling and demanding. True masculinity is surrendering your ego and your pride. Brother, if you know your woman is working all day and you're home, stop waiting until she gets home and she cooks to serve you. Make sure you got something healthy prepared for her that's connecting with your woman at an emotional level. This is what I call making love to every ounce of your woman without putting any hands on her. When you connect to a woman emotionally, you're connecting to her spiritually, you're connecting to her mentally. So when you do connect to her physically, you guys are going to a whole nother world. Make love to the emotions of your woman. Make love to the mind of your woman. And if you know you got a good woman that's working extremely hard, don't wait until she gets home to cook. Make sure you have prepared something for her. So as soon as she walks to the door, baby, sit down. Let me rub your feet. I cook something special for you. She's like, what? Yes, baby, I cook something special for you, baby. I want you to know I love you. I love you from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. You are my full-blown responsibility. True masculinity is being able to understand the femininity within a woman. That's the divineness. We surrender to that while she surrenders to us. It's a submission. I submit to you, you submit to me. And of course, man must first submit to the Most High God for it to be worthy of that woman to submit to him.
Okay, so this is Yada the Awakening. He was the brother that recently debated No Fugazi podcast on Hardly Initiated. I don't have a problem with what he's talking about. I mean, he's talking about a man who preaches long-term relationships. He has a wife. I think he might even have more than one wife, but I think he has one wife right now. He's a brother that practices Sufi Islam. Hey, I think this is cool. I'm not the best cook in the world. I can't cook at all for the most part. My woman is working and I can order her some food or do something like that before she gets home. Yes, I am in agreement with what the brother is saying, okay? Because relationships are, long-term, you got to give, you got to receive. So what he's saying, I don't really have a problem with it. I know a lot of brothers don't think he's simping. I don't think this is, for a woman that's your wife, I think this is okay.
You don't want her to be submissive, you want her to be stupid. You want her to trust your leadership even though you keep leading her to a brick wall. You couldn't lead her to love, you led her to depression. You couldn't lead her to the best version of herself, you led her to anxiety. You don't want submissiveness, you want her to be stupid. And then you get mad when she's smart. Baby, I don't trust you to lead me no more. I'ma do it my way. Oh, I'm the man. You gonna do it my way. What is your way? Poverty? What is your way? Mental breakdowns? What is your way? Deep down depression? You men don't want submissive women. You want them to be stupid. You want them to submit to nothing. You want them to submit to the devil in you, yet still build you a heaven. You are men. You are devils in men form. You must go to war with yourself. If you love that woman, lead that woman, guide that woman, and protect that woman, even if it's from you, all praises due.
Okay. So the difference in intensity of what he was saying in the first thing, which I saw coming from the heart, and then after watching this one, it's like, okay, bro, this is more or less Derrick Jaxn type of thing. It's like, this is sensationalism. But is he saying something that's true? Yeah, it's true. You have a lot of men that don't really have a plan, that can't lead a woman and all of that. So I'm not really, some of this stuff is not really necessarily all the way true, but yeah, there's some truth to what he's trying to say, that, men are really just believing that because they're the man, they should be able to be the man, but you have to have some proof of concept. I like that idea of it, but now I'm a little skeptical because I hate to say how he's saying it because it was so much different than the first time, right? Let's look at this next one.
Real men don't rush women into the bedroom. They rush women into homes, cars, careers, education, because they understand that the woman next to them is their bragging rights. They can be covered in dirt, but if their woman shining, people already know the type of man they are. It's the boys trapped in men's bodies. It's the dusty bums that have nothing else to offer but sex and drama and debt and depression that try to rush women into the bedroom. And the sad part about it, these same men that try to rush women into the bedroom don't even take care of the children they already have. So always understand, a real man wants to see you win. A real man wants to see you on all two with a crown on your head, but a boy trapped in a man's body wants to keep you on your back because that's the only time they feel secure. All praises be to the Most High.
Okay, so a real man is not trying to get a lady to the bedroom. He's trying to upgrade a lady to higher careers, higher education. I mean, again, this is very sensationalist, so I'm trying to take that away from it. I'm just dealing with what he's talking about. I think for a woman that is worth what he's saying, then I don't have a problem with it. I honestly believe that most men look at most women not like that because of what the woman is portraying, and so that's what's going on. But okay, what I will also say is that is true, that if a man can find a good woman, he can do the things that he's talking about, but every woman doesn't deserve that. So, and I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't disagree with that. Again, I don't necessarily disagree with everything that he's saying in a way. I'm just seeing it as more sensationalist and it's looking more for like clicks and views. It's like he's trying to really prove a point, trying to really prove that he's a real man, and other guys who don't do what he's doing are fake men. I don't know if he's selling a product or if he's selling a course, but it seems like he really is trying to build the character up on him, put himself up here, while other guys are kind of down there. But hey, I mean, he's saying some good things here and there. Let's look at this.
Weak men believe that women should be submissive regardless of circumstances, when they're unable themselves to provide regardless of circumstances. How can a woman be submissive and stressed, submissive and depressed, submissive and suffering from high levels of anxiety? And when she says, baby, I need a break, you say, oh, I can't provide for that right now. You expect her to give you something and you're not willing to match that? Submissiveness is for providers. Submissiveness is for men that can provide for a woman regardless of what's going on around him. If you expect this woman to be submissive, soft, gentle, and feminine, you have to give her an environment to thrive in. She can't thrive in depression. She can't thrive in stress. She can't thrive in anxiety. So you need to step your game up. If you're expecting this woman to be soft, you must give her an environment to thrive in. A woman should only be submissive to men that are providers. You dusty bums deserve very masculine women that don't cook nor clean and cuss you out every other week.
Damn.
All praises due to the Most High.
His editor for TikTok is fire. I agree with everything he said here. Again, the intention, the name calling, which he did a lot in the no fugazi debate. I think that he had some really strong points, but like I said, he kind of has that kind of like narcissistic personality a little bit, man. That's kind of why him and no fugazi are clashing. So it's like, in order for him to talk to somebody else, that person has to be a bum, that person has to be a loser, and then he, as the object that's presenting the information, must be exalted. So that's what I'm noticing about these videos. But overall, absolutely agree. I'm from the old school. Don't have a problem with what he's saying there. Let's go to the next clip.
At the dinner table, who should get served first, man or woman?
The woman. A man that wants to be served first is sassy and undisciplined. He lacks structure. A woman is a queen. A woman is a receiver. A woman is the one that maintains the children. She maintains the home. She maintains the man. So we have to make sure she's properly energized. So she should always eat first and then the children. And whatever's left over, a man should eat. The problem is, these men aren't handling responsibilities as men and believe the woman should handle their responsibility. They want to be the receivers. They're the sassy ones. They're the one in the bedroom with their legs up in the air. A real man understands that my woman is my responsibility. My woman is a queen. My woman isn't a servant. A lot of these men have their women in servant roles. While they're unable to provide properly, that's why they believe that they should be served first, because they lack discipline. They're dealing with childhood traumas. They're dealing with mommy issues, and they've never seen the way a proper family structure is supposed to move. The woman first, and then the children, and then the man. And if there's not enough food in the house, a man should go back out, work harder, and bring more food into the home. Women should always be served first. That's why we open doors for women, and women don't open doors for us.
Okay, so let me just say, traditionally, the man is supposed to be served first because the man made the sacrifice to put the food on the table. We're talking about providers. Hey, my granddad gets the first dibs with the food. Okay, now you got some people that was kind of like my dad, a little bit liberal. He didn't mind the kids eating first and all of that. But if I'm the one putting the things on the table, she got the house because I have the home. I'm putting it out there. If I'm the man, like he's talking about, the ones that's really providers, this is wrong. A woman doesn't get to be served first. If the man is the one providing the home, the food, or the income, okay, he has to be recognized as the man, as the leader. He needs to eat first. Now, I don't know what he's talking about, but again, I think this is just for clicks and views and stuff like that. But let's look at this other video here.
Woman is a divine reflector, and she will reflect who you are, not who you want to be, but who you are. So if a woman is acting out of her character, if a woman is yelling and screaming, if a woman's demanding, you have to look in the mirror and check yourself. Mm-hmm. A woman's also a divine nurturer. She will nurture whatever you put on her. If it's financial, if it's mental, if it's spiritual. If you give her the devil, she's gonna give you hell. But if you give her peace, she's gonna give you heaven. A man has to understand who a woman is, and first he has to understand who he is. You cannot demand a woman to be feminine when you're not masculine. It doesn't make sense. And a woman cannot dwell in her divine femininity if a man's dwelling in his divine femininity. Mm-hmm. A man must dwell in his divine masculine. So I can feed your energy, you can feed mine. You nurture, I protect. You know, I lead, I guide. I'm here to elevate this woman on each and every level because that's what divine masculine men do. We don't lead by force. We lead by kindness and calmness. All praises due, all praises due.
He's a very beautiful wife. I think he was a guy that went viral for saying that he gives his wife $250,000 a year as an allowance. So, again, I don't disagree with this. Again, the setup though, in the background, he's talking to her smiling, looks very staged. She got all her shoes in the background. Again, it's a little gimmicky, but you know, dude's in Atlanta.
Sisters, if he's not paying all your bills, you are still single. And he wants you to stop talking to other men. He has to show you who he is in your life. If you're paying your old bills, when he said, I just want to get to know you. No, you don't pay my bills. Get to know my bills. Get to know my car. No, my car insurance. If not, you're allowing me to know you only want to get to know my body, and we ain't doing that. Minister Yada said, if you want to take me off the clothing rack, if you want to take me out, you must be able to provide for me because I'm a daughter of the Most High God, and my God says I deserve the best. All praises due.
Okay, now this dude he's off the left end. So the first thing you need to say when you need to meet a man is to meet these bills. And of course, this video got 14,000 likes and a lot of comments supporting. Now he's looking like an actual Christian minister with like the stand. Again, this is kind of gimmicky, but no, this is actually incorrect information, I believe. I do like a lot of the things he's saying as a masculine man myself from the old school, but like you need to be worth a man's investment, a man's time, and a man's protection. That's something that you have to prove. Telling every man that if you're the one for me, pay my bills, what makes you so great? And this is what I'm saying. A lot of these guys set women up for failure to believe that, oh, because I'm a woman, I'm a daughter of the Most High, a man is supposed to take care of me. Why? They're men that have means have a lot of opportunities, a lot. And so you got these women out there that want somebody to take care of them because they're daughter of the Most High. It sounds good because you feel good about yourself that you are really worth what you're wanting, but you got to prove that. And that's something that you need to do. I don't have doing this for a woman who is worth it, but every woman is not worth it, even though she feels like she's worth it, because she has to prove it to the man that she wants to deal with.
Never have sex with a broke man. These dusty bums know the way to sustain a house over their head, food in their mouth, and your car to drive while you're at work. It's the way they perform in the bedroom. These men ain't nothing but male prostitutes. They have no money, they have no life, they have no visions, they have no goals. All they have is dingling, and that's all they're going to serve you every day, all day, until they dingling-matize you. You're going to wake up with nothing. They're going to be there driving your car, and guess what's happening while you're at work? They got another woman in their clutch because they see your credit done fail, your bank account's depleted. Now they're plotting on the next woman to dingling-matize. And guess who it's going to be? Whoever you brought him around. These men are professional dingling slayers. They're coming in to slay everything, and they're taking everything because they don't offer nothing but dingling. Run and hide your vaginas. Do not sleep with a broke man, because all he has to offer you is dingling, deceit, depression, STDs, and anxiety. All praise is due to the Most High.
So he cannot really be serious by building a following that men want to be a part of by talking about certain men as dusty bums, even though I don't really take offense to that. But it's just like, okay, if you really want men to take you serious and you're talking like that, I don't know. But anyways, I don't disagree with what he's talking about. But if women are having sex with men, you had to make that video, what does that tell you? It tells you that that's what they're attracting. So if that's what they are attracting, then what does that tell you? That is what they are. Like the famous philosopher Manny Fresh once said, if they could, they would. They can't, so they ain't. So a lot of women want more for themselves. And if they're dealing with this circumstance, it's only because they have not made the changes in their life to get up to the big leagues for the men that they want. So they can still stop sleeping with the guys and all these other guys. That will not mean that she's going to be elevated, because still there's things that she needs to do, which of course with a guy like this, you're never going to hear whatever she has to do, because his Instagram channel is, really, as we can kind of tell, promoted towards women and wanting the woman fan base. And that's all that. I don't have a problem with the brother though. I mean, it's a completely different take than what I would do. I do agree with many of the things he's talking about when it comes towards men. A lot of the men bashing though, I just didn't see where it was coming from until later, which is he's trying to, build a new audience. I don't know if he has a product, but definitely he has a reason why he's doing this on Instagram with these really good short edited videos. He's trying to sell something. Obviously, I think he's trying to sell something, to become an influencer and sell something and sell it to women. So shout out to the brother. Check him out on Instagram. Yada the Awakening. Got some good stuff, but I'm a little skeptical of him. But peace out. We out. Fair use.